Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Saturday. And this will be a little bit of a different vlog. This will kind of just be a day in the life. I'll show you some food, I'll show you some training. Today, we're going to be training with one of my best friends that you might recognize from our vlog in Clarence together. Fats and I are going to the new Move in Melrose Arch, which, if you follow me on Instagram, you see we've been training at relatively often over the weekends, well, last weekend and this weekend so far. It's a fantastic gym. I'm quite excited to film there because it's got much better lighting than what we have at Sunning Hill. So hopefully just the quality of the training footage will be a lot better. I guess the big news that I want to talk about a little bit is the fact that today marks exactly 3 weeks out from the Bigman Weekend, which is obviously the show that I'm competing in. I have officially decided I will be doing both men's physique and classic physique. It'll give me a good frame of reference in terms of where I fit in, what's going to be best for me, what division is going to be best for me to compete in going forward. I obviously love classic physique. That's kind of a passion of mine, but my personal physique may be a bit better suited to the men's physique class for now, at least. So we're 3 weeks out, and really what that means is that there's 2 more weeks of really pushing hard until peak week. So I updated with Coach Paul on Wednesday, which was a day early. And he really kind of gave me 2 options. The 2 options were, if you're going to compete again in close proximity to the show, we are going to slowly increase our food and go into the next show. But because there isn't another show I'm going to be competing in close proximity, he basically said, let's leave it all on the table with this one. Get into the best possible condition you can get in. And as fun as that sounds, what that really means is that my calories are as low as they've ever been, and my cardio is as high as it's ever been. So cardio has gone from 5 times a week to 6 times a week, and from an hour a day to an hour and 15 minutes a day, so 75 minutes a day. I'm splitting that up with 20 minutes before training, 20 minutes after training, and 35 minutes in the evening, usually at home. This week we've obviously had load shedding, so there have been times where I've had to go back to the gym to get my second session of cardio done. And then in terms of the food, we're sitting at roughly just under 1,700 calories. So if you guys can remember my last low, where I was really struggling a little bit in terms of energy, in terms of mood, etc., was about 1,900 calories. So it's 200 lower than that. To be honest, I haven't felt too much of an impact yet, apart from late afternoons, early evenings. That's where I take my biggest dive in energy. And essentially how that's been constructed is that it's the first time on this prep where I have 2 out of 5 meals that have 0 carbs. So my lunch meal, where I'd usually either have rice or wraps, or something like that, is now just a chicken salad. And the meal thereafter is either just a smoothie with whey protein or the cottage cheese meal that I showed you in one of the previous videos. In addition to those carbs being dropped, there has been about 10 grams of fat been dropped as well. And as you know, fat is a relatively satiating macronutrient. So that definitely has increased my appetite. It's not that I would say at the peak more hungry than I was 2 or 3 weeks ago. The main difference that I've noticed is that I'm not getting as full after meals. It's like I eat and I'm actually hungrier than before I ate. So the only meal that kind of ties me over for a while is my post-workout meal, which is breakfast, where I'm still having the omelet, bagel, but I have made a few adjustments to that to obviously drop a little bit of fat there and drop some carbs there, which I'll take you through later. But yeah, I guess the mindset really is just that 2 weeks of pushing this hard is not really a long time. It's already been, this is the 3rd day of working on these macros. It really hasn't been terrible, and to be honest, I kind of feel like if this is something that you want, you should be able to do anything for a 2-week period. So yeah, I'm excited to just get through it, prove to myself and prove to my coach that I can grind through this and most excited about seeing the end results. So yes, I will see you a little bit later when I'm mixing up my pre-workout and about to head to Melrose Arch. Hopefully Gats is here by then. See you guys later. Alright guys, so I'm going to be mixing up the pre-workout now. The situation that I'm in is essentially that number one, Chris from Aces is away at the moment, so I haven't been able to get any more Blackjack pre-workout, which you know is my favorite. So my buddy Tim, who you saw from the shoulder video, works for Biogen, and he hooked me up with a couple of samples of stuff that he says is really good. Got this over here, gave me about 30 samples, so I mean probably over a month's supply of this Rage Energy, which I'm quite keen on trying. And then obviously because I'm completely flat at the moment, just with very few calories and very few carbs, he did add in this arginine AKG, which is a vasodilator, so you'll add that to your pre-workout. You can add it to your aminos during training just to give you a better pump. So I am going to try this out. I'll let you guys know what I think. Doesn't actually have the ingredients on the sample, but I'm going to be able to check it out online and see exactly what's in here. By the name, I'm guessing that it's probably more stimulant based than anything, so I probably will add the arginine into here as well. And the second thing is, because we are training at Melrose Arch, the drive there is about 20 minutes away. So where I usually drink the pre-workout just before I leave the house, I'm actually going to probably drink it while I'm walking into the gym just before we do our first 20 minutes of cardio. So this one is Citrus Cool. We also have a Tropical Rush, which sounds pretty good. So I think I'm gonna hit that up today. All right, cool guys, see you in a bit. Quick update. So I've started sipping on this Rage Energy pre-workout. It's actually really, really delicious. I have mixed it with a lot of water because I just like to get at least like a third of my water consumption out of the way during the morning. So it's watered down a little bit, but yeah, really good tasting. So I'm just going to carry on sipping on that all the way to the gym, and then hopefully by the time the session starts, it will have kicked in. See you guys at the gym. So we're starting with slight incline dumbbell bench press. Yeah. You're going to go 2 warm-up sets of 12, and then you're going to find a tough 8 reps and stick there for 3 working sets of 8.
2 of 12, and then?
So two warm-up sets of 12 to 15.
Yeah.
Then pick a weight that you think is going to be a tough 8 reps.
Yeah.
But you can get 3 sets of 8 with it without hitting failure.
You can always spot if you need.
Wasn't an easy 8. I don't think I could have gotten another one, to be fair. What are you going with there? 50s?
50s. Let's see. Like I said, maybe a bit overzealous, but let's check it out.
Fucking weakling. Let him die.
He just wants fun. Had a good life.
One plate per side. struggling with it. Nice, come on. Static hold there, fuck. I was hoping you'd drop it on yourself and I could get it on camera.
Sorry to disappoint, but
yeah, this is basically porn.
are we filming?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Let's see how quickly you can make my subscribers vomit. Just get your face in. Will happen
Once
instantaneously.
they see me.
Quads for fucking bastard.
Yeah, I know. It's insane. Hey, buddy.
He's sweating already, bro.
Come on, but come on, you can do it! You can do it! Oh yeah, muscle pump!
Failure on 12 on the first one, and then every subsequent drop is just to failure.
And we're only dropping twice, eh?
Yeah, twice, and then the partials, and then the static hold. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Too light. Nice, buddy. Get that squeeze. Squeeze them titties. It's fine as long as you're hitting failure.
Woo! Burn!
Put your head up. There you go. Get the stretch, get the squeeze. There you go. Nice. Nice.
That one hurt.
Get it. Come on. Partials. There you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Come faster.
1. Done. Sweet. Let me ask that again. Are you going to do the 20 minutes of cardio?
No, definitely not. I'm going to eat some pancakes.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
No, because this is just a shoulder superset.
Yeah.
And then I've got to do 20 minutes of cardio.
Do your thing. Go, buddy. Check that shit out. If you weren't married, I'd marry you.
You can marry me. My answer is yes.
Always yes.
Where is my wife?
Running around somewhere. I don't know if you should film this. Failure.
I should definitely film this. This is like the heaviest weight that you've lifted today, and it's your own fucking body. Nice, bro. You're fucking strong. I don't know another guy your size that can do dips like this. It's like the one compliment I'll give you today. Don't make a mistake and punch yourself in the face. You might make yourself prettier.
Face is the money maker.
It means other dudes come in it. Done, son. Jeez. Okay, get this one for me.
Under the...
Sean's actually doing a photo shoot for me.
Oh, okay, cool.
The show. He's like one of the best photographers. Oh, you see all the video on the wall here?
Yeah.
Those are all his.
Oh, shit. Nice. Good stuff. I don't know if you can see that. Come under the goon light. Looking good, buddy. Good stuff, good stuff.
The goddamn Facebook. Alright guys, the session is done, cardio is done. You're gonna head home and eat now, but not before we stop for a monster. As you can see, we're all a little broken today, but the main point is we got the work in, we got it done. Solidarity from Fats for asking for more cardio from Coach Paul. We got it in.
I don't
And now-
regret it, Coach Paul, even though I look like this.
And now Fats can rest for the rest of the day. And I've still got half an hour of cardio to do later, but it's okay because she's beautiful in her own. Alright guys, we are back from gym. It's time to eat breakfast, and as usual, I will be the chef, but I'll be cooking for 3 today because this oaf is here.
I'll be the eater.
And we know how much he's going to be eating, so I think it's going to be a little bit of a long stretch of cooking today, but let's get it done.
We stood at the edge of the world, seize the stakes. They're living a lie, like dead by a candle and saying goodbye. We stood at the edge of the world.
Alright guys, so Kat has left after breakfast, and I realized that the last thing I want to be doing tomorrow morning is buying groceries before we get home to make breakfast, and we're out of a bunch of stuff, so I'm actually going to do a quick little grocery haul now. I'm at Kailami Corner. Yeah, and I've never really shown you what my grocery hauls look like. This is going to be a small one. It's not a massive one. We still have most of our stuff, but yeah, I'm going to go in, grab my stuff, and when I get home I will show you what I picked up. See you guys in a bit. What's up guys? Okay, we are back from the grocery store. I just want to take you through some of the stuff I got and the reasons for it. So obviously baby spinach, you know, that goes in my omelets every day. I'm a big fan of eating vegetables and not knowing that you're actually eating them. So I kind of like to put the greens, the spinach and kale or whatever the case is, either in omelets or in smoothies, whatever the case is, so just that I don't really taste it and I don't notice it. Egg whites, obviously I'm going through these a little bit faster because I'm not having any whole eggs with breakfast, so I am using a little bit more egg whites. Then we got this reduced fat bacon from Woolworths. I've been pretty much having this almost my entire prep. 2 slices gives you 13 grams of protein and only 3 grams of fat. In typical bacon, what you'll find is that you'll actually get more fat than protein. So this is a huge improvement, it's a huge diet hack. Put that over there. Then we got asparagus. Obviously I just said that I like to hide my vegetable intake, but at the moment with 2 of my meals being 0 carb, you know, I do have to kind of just build up the volume a little bit more. So having stuff that's higher in fiber like this really helps. And as far as vegetables go, I do quite enjoy asparagus. Then there's also just the added benefits of it acting as a mild diuretic. So obviously at the tail end of contest prep, eliminating water can be quite helpful. We've actually got sweet and sour gherkins. So I like these because super low calorie. 30 grams is like only 2 grams of carbs. So essentially in this whole thing, you're probably looking at 20 grams of carbs for this entire container. But I'll only have a couple of these a day. Super high in sodium, which is really good because, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I am struggling to get a pump in the gym. So in the absence of carbs, higher sodium does help with a pump. So I'll probably just throw these into my salad in the afternoon. Then the usual stuff, more pretzel snacks. I am still having these with dinner every night. You know, I think it's still important as much as possible at any point in your diet or in your prep to try and enjoy what you're eating as much as possible. So there are always those things of what will you not compromise on. And you know, for me, my favorite meals of the day are breakfast and dinner. So I try and really leave those the same as much as possible. It's not entirely possible. I don't get to eat as much, but I just really want to have these. So I got 3 bags of these. Then mozzarella. A lot of people ask why I always eat mozzarella versus other cheeses, and probably scraping the bottom of the barrel when I'm giving you fun facts about cheese. But mozzarella is the only cheese where the protein content and the fat content is actually identical. So in a 30-gram serving, you actually get 7 grams of protein and 7 grams of fat. Whereas in typical Gouda or cheddar, you're probably looking at a lot less protein, probably about 2 to 3 grams, and about 10 to 12 grams of fat. So another hack there. Also just like the way that it melts. It reminds me of pizza. I like the texture, very mild. And then a new discovery of mine. I haven't tried this particular one yet, but I'm also adding this into the salad in the afternoons. This is broccoli and cauliflower noodles. So they actually don't really have much of a taste at all, to be honest. They don't really taste like cauliflower or broccoli, but the texture is very similar to like an egg noodle kind of thing. So it kind of fools you into feeling like you're eating carbohydrates, when in reality a serving, 80 grams, which is half of this entire packet, is only 1 gram of carbs. So it doesn't really add a lot, and I usually only use a quarter per day. So yeah, that's what I've got, apart from just some sweetener for our coffee. That's it. Yeah, that should hold us over for a couple of days, but as everybody knows, I enjoy doing the grocery shopping. So yeah, see you guys later. Alright guys, what's up? So Fats and I are just relaxing at the moment. It's time for meal 3, and I just wanted to give you a quick insight as to the kind of changes that I have been making. So this is what it looks like over here. You can see that is 100 grams of extra lean ground beef, and basically everything else in there is just vegetables. So we have some mixed greens, we have some asparagus over there, we have some pickles over there, and we have some pepper juice. And then what really makes this actually quite enjoyable is this Cholula sauce that Fats picked up for us. She found it online. It's our favorite. We usually only get to have it at certain Mexican restaurants that seem to import it, but she found it online, ordered it for us, and with our eggs in the morning and then with the salad, it actually makes it relatively enjoyable. I enjoy eating it. It's not really gonna fill me up a lot. It's not really gonna sustain me, but it's a lot better than just eating the ground beef alone, or ground beef and broccoli or something boring like that. So at least it's relatively palatable. And yeah, I'm going to get to this, probably have a bit of an afternoon nap because it is Saturday, and I'll see you guys at the next meal. Alright guys, so this is now what is facing me. This is my current nemesis. I have my last half an hour of cardio to do. It is 4:22 in the afternoon. And yeah, so usually right now I'm doing about 35 minutes, but I did do an extra 5 minutes at gym today, so I don't know, for some reason 30 sounds a little bit more reasonable. Just to speak to you guys for a second, today's been a bit of a rough day. I'm feeling slightly demotivated. I'm not sure if it's really, I was just speaking to Fats about it now. I'm not sure if it's really lack of motivation more than just physically feeling a little bit beaten down. But it's times like this where you kind of have to just remind yourself that you started this, or I started this almost 18 weeks ago with a specific purpose. And in the context of 18 weeks, which is like 4.5 months, 2 weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks of suffering a little bit really isn't that much. So as far as this is concerned, I'm going to knock this 30 minutes out the way. I try and find ways to keep my mind off it and keep myself entertained, whether it be watching YouTube videos while I'm on the treadmill, zoning out to music, sometimes watching Netflix, maybe a show that Fats isn't interested in. I can get some time to myself to watch that while I'm on the treadmill. But I know that when I get this done, I'm headed into basically my favorite part of the day, which is having a shower or a hot bath if my muscles are feeling sore and tight, which they are today because I trained legs yesterday. So that's actually, now that I mention it, speaking to you guys, is probably another factor. I always feel a little bit down and out the day after legs, so that is a factor definitely too. I'll head into my favorite part of the day, get this done, and then it'll be done at about 5 o'clock. I'll be out of the shower by about 20 past 5, and then really it's just a matter of time until 6 o'clock when we'll eat dinner, and then pretty much get into bed, watch some TV, and it'll be another day tomorrow of waking up early and heading to the gym. Tomorrow is a back day for me, which I'm quite looking forward to, training at Melrose, because there's some cool new equipment that I'm quite keen to try out. And I always feel best in the mornings, I think. I always wake up feeling pretty motivated and energetic and ready to go. So, alright guys, so tonight we're going to be a little bit experimental. In our wrap over here, you're going to be going with 140 grams of this chicken that I cooked earlier. Obviously that's just the protein, but in terms of the other fillings, I'm going to try some stuff I haven't tried before in this wrap. So here goes the chicken. I'm actually doing half this sweet and sour chicken and half some of the barbecue shredded chicken I had left over. So we got that. Then we're going to go just with this regular greens mix. Again, just more volume. I like the texture, I like the crunch. And then my favorite is some pepper juice. Finish it off. We've got 20 grams of mozzarella. And then lastly, you guys know my fave, the Lifestyle Sweet Chili Sauce. I love to have this with chicken. I'm going to enjoy my nice little Coke Zero with dinner. Like I said, I'm trying to stay away from too many carbonated drinks. It's just giving me digestive issues. But I do find it really helps to have something sweet and carbonated with dinner, especially when I'm not feeling full. The fizzy drinks just help to keep me a little bit more full. There you go, guys. You can see it there. That is a massive wrap, but it's obviously because of all the vegetables that I have inside. It's definitely going to fall apart, but I'm going to enjoy it anyway.